Hello, my name is Jorge with the Anacostia Watershed Society. Today I will show you how to monitor mussels, how we do it. First, you're gonna need the form or the field data sheet. So you're gonna see it's specific to your site, Anacostia Watershed Society, Anacostia Community Boathouse. Very important to write the basics. So oftentimes we miss it and then it causes a lot of confusion. So date, surveyors, or at least name of the person in charge of monitoring that day, weather conditions, air temperature as in the weather app, location, agba, look, yeah, it's pretty much the same in this case, site code, agba as well. This, you might not be doing this, but we can talk about it if there's an option to do it. Water temperature, conductivity, water clarity, dissolved oxygen. I actually have a Seki discs that I can give you, but anyways, we can talk about that later. So species code, very easy in this case because you only have LY floaters, which is this little guy here, and the code is UTIM. That's after the scientific name Uterbacchiana implicata. So we have 250 mussels per basket. We're gonna measure 25 per basket, a sample of 10% per basket. Notes, make sure to write any notes on whatever you think might be important. Okay, and then the basics here. So species code is gonna be the same, UTIM right here. Shell length, which I'll show you in a second. Weight and basket code. We have basket 1, 2, 3, 4. And then right here in this box, you're gonna write down the number of live mussels and dead mussels you're gonna see each time. Now, this is every other month, but every month it is advisable that you come here and do some monitoring. And in that case, you're gonna be counting some dead ones. So if you have a system, I would say maybe some notes on your smartphone, count the dead mussels, and then put it in the data sheet later, because that can cause confusions. If you do it only during the monitoring, and then while you do maintenance, you might be tossing dead mussels, so that's data missed. So make sure you're consistent when you're doing maintenance. Record dead mussels and then write it down in your Excel sheet or whatever. And then every other month when you do the actual monitoring, you're gonna do the same, but in more detail. Live mussels and dead mussels per basket.
You said we'll see them again. You
yeah.
keep the dead ones in the basket?
No, actually that's it. When I recommend doing maintenance every month, if you see any dead ones, count them, write that down somewhere, keep track of it, and then remove the dead ones, especially if they are freshly dead ones, because they're decomposing, and that produces ammonia, and that's bad for the other ones. We have seen that it causes mortality in the other ones. So very important to do that, and very important to do a check, at least a visual check once a month. Okay, so measurements. So you're gonna use a caliper like this. We use the metric system in millimeters. So make sure it's zeroed. See, in this case, it's a little slightly off. So you're gonna see this notch right here. That's when you can zero it. See, right now it's zeroed, and then you can start measuring. So we're gonna use these numbers here, say 10, 20, 30, 40 millimeters, and then add what you read in the dial, and you'll see what I mean. So normally I put the mussel here, like perpendicular to the caliper. You can even hold it slightly. And okay, so we've got 20 plus 5.1, so 25.1, that would be millimeters. So this one plus the dial, so 20 plus and then 5.1, so 25.1.
So the pointer is between 20 and 30. So you use this dial to get the exact.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So basically that's the and then you write in, I think 25.1.
Always record in pencil?
Yeah, 25.1 is very important to record in pencil, because you're gonna be wet and you don't wanna miss the data. And then the second thing that we're doing that is really new to this year, we've never done it before, is the weight in grams. And we'll get you set up. We might have to give you the tools for this monitoring. Okay, so again, make sure it's zeroed, it's in grams, and you just put the mussel, and in this case 1.3. Make sure that there's a little concentric circle, that means the reading is good to go.
The video isn't showing the number, I don't think.
Okay.
The number is changing as it sits there, 1.3.
Yeah, 1.3 grams, yeah.
Sorry, I don't think I can. There
Yeah,
it is.
right,
There
right
it
there.
is. You got it.
Yeah, and then you're gonna write, okay, so this is just an example, so you can see UTIM, the species code, Uterbacana implicata, or LY floater, length 25.1 millimeters, and then the weight 1.3 grams. And then basket code, let's pretend it's like basket 1, B1. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So we do this every other month until, you know, for a year. And I recommend to engage rowers and people here in the process. And in this case, you're taking sort of ownership, so you're recording the data, and there's a stack of like 10 data sheets. I can give you the digital, and any help that you need, let me know. But in this case, I'm sort of like leaving it to you to get you empowered here.
To you, Kyle, right?
To Kyle and the community of rowers here.
Yes. One more. Oh, I see. I want to see this. So when you get to 9, you've still got 25. So the second data sheet.
Yeah. So it continues.
Oh, it's on the back.
It continues on the back.
Okay, good.
So this one goes up to 100, which is all you need for one monitoring session. So you see the 100.
Okay, all 4 baskets on one data sheet.
In one data sheet, yeah.
Okay, and how do you, the second data sheet have a mark to connect them all?
Yeah, no,
the top?
they are stapled, yeah.
Stapled together, so you don't lose them.
So I'm just gonna erase this because this was an example. So yeah, basically that's all there is to it. And we enter this in an Excel sheet and then keep track every other month, and then once we got some data, we can start doing graphs or things. And if you know, I can help you with that, but you know, if there's you know, someone that likes statistics or math, that would be a perfect person to help with this as well, because you can create really cool graphs. And also, because it's comparable to the other deployments, we can compare it with our past data or the data that we have, you know, deployments we're doing this year in the Potomac and the Anacostia. We can always compare. Yeah, for example, we saw that the mussels in the Potomac were not growing as much as the ones in the Anacostia, and I think it's because there's more nutrients here, more concentrated nutrients. Smaller river, Potomac is very wide and open, and a lot of input here from tributaries and such. So yeah. All right.
So you have a digital template, or are we entering them online, or how the data goes in? How?
If you can, so we do it like this with the data sheet. I'm gonna leave this stack of 10 data sheets for you, and but if you have an iPad or if you want to go digital, that's even better.
Directly.
And that's up to you. And that erases the errors when, you know, the characters and letters and all that, so numbers, so that helps if you do it all digital. If you have that capacity, I would say go for it.
So you can give us the template though,
I can give you the digital,
okay.
Basically the digital
Same
version of this. And I can obviously you can borrow our tools, but because we've been using them, I might buy some couple, you know, or this for you. I have to talk to my supervisor. but I think that, yeah, that's doable. And you know, same for the scale. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And yeah, this be a good year of mussel power here at AGBA.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.